So recently, I decided to take a couple of days off from my day job to relax and work on my YouTube channel. Juggling between content creation and my hectic day job is starting to take a toll on me. Thus, I decided to be kind to myself and take some time off, which can also give me the needed concentration that I crave to focus on the growth of my channel. However, despite having much more mental headspace to work on my channel with this short break, I found my creativity at an all-time low. The reason for that is social media. To give some context, I don't exactly take such breaks all that often. I guess I'm just someone that likes to work all the time. But even so, I'll still have days where I really need a break, and that day is today. Because of this sudden increase in free time for me to relax, I unconsciously found myself scrolling through TikTok and Instagram. What has usually been just 30 minutes of scrolling per day before this break became 3 to 4 hours of degenerate scrolling. Before this break, my mind was constantly filled with thoughts on my YouTube channel, such as what content I should create, what I should improve on, what have I learned from my past videos. As a result of this free time, I found my creativity at an all-time low as all that mental energy is being consumed through all that social media scrolling. The solution may seem simple. I could just delete the app and everything will be solved. However, I can't, as I've recently embarked on a 1000 day challenge where I'll be posting myself doing 1 additional push-up on my social media every single day until I reach 1000 push-ups. As I think about it, it's really a self-imposed problem. If I didn't embark on this challenge, deleting the app would be the easiest and fastest solution. Even if that's it, that wouldn't be the best solution too, as I'm not solving the root cause of the problem. It's like a smoker trying to quit smoking. The smoker can remove all cigarettes from his house so that he wouldn't smoke. But the moment someone offers him a stick, 9 out of 10 times, he will take it and find himself back to his old habits. The reason is simply because he quit smoking by introducing the absence of cigarettes. He didn't harden his resolve to quit. He didn't mentally prepare himself to hold that conviction to quit in order to lead a healthier life. He basically didn't have that discipline that he needs to quit smoking properly, which is why in my case, even if I were to remove the app, I wouldn't be solving the root cause of this addiction. It's funny that I'm talking about this problem because about a year back, I created a video describing my experience in quitting social media. To be more specific, my personal social media. I no longer update myself in my friends' personal lives. I no longer post stories or photos on my Instagram. That in itself gave me a lot of time and mental headspace to focus on myself than on the lives of friends that are no longer a part of my life. That was a problem that I was trying to tackle back then, to combat the need to update myself about the lives of others. However, over the past year, I slowly turned to something much more dark and sinister, which is the endless scrolling of reels on Instagram or TikTok videos on my For You page. Even though I didn't exactly spend that much time on it, maximum of 30 minutes every day, it's times like this where all that revenge scrolling can come bursting right through, and that's when I realized that I didn't solve the root cause of this degenerate social media problem. I merely replaced it with something else that's much more worse. If I'm able to learn from this and instill true discipline in social media usage, I'll probably be able to finally see true progress on what I want to pursue in, which is this YouTube channel. I've already introduced several measures to combat this, and the basis of these are from the techniques I've learned from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. James Clear described in his book that every habit is made out of a habit loop, where if you remove any of these steps that makes up the loop, you can eliminate any bad habit. This habit loop starts with cue, which is the thing that sparks the habit loop. In order to remove the cue from my habit of clicking into TikTok the moment I saw the app and start scrolling, I removed the app from my home screen. The only way I can enter the app is to search for it in the search option of my phone. This also introduced an additional step for me to open up the app. As mentioned by James Clear, if you want a habit to stick, you have to make it easy. If you want to eliminate a bad habit, you simply do the opposite, which is to make it difficult, such as introducing more steps to it. However, as much as we seek for ways to eliminate a bad habit, the ideal is to replace it with a good habit. I made the ebook app on my phone as prominent as possible, such that it's easier for me to turn to it, much more than scrolling social media if I ever find myself in a situation where I have free time. If you're interested in finding out more on how to build good habits and read bad ones, you can check out my book summary on Atomic Habits by James Clear up here, where I summarize the book all in under 5 minutes. The whole point of me sharing this story is to share with you the dangers of social media. The drawbacks of all that mindless scrolling isn't just a simple case of wasting time, it's taking a toll on you mentally without you knowing, consuming that valuable mental headspace that you need to pursue whatever creative works you are doing. It isn't just purely for creative works, but also on whatever pursuits you are currently working on. Scrolling like a degenerate for hours on end does not help you relax, but only give you mental fatigue.